Hi guys, it's Sebastian with Looking, Feeling, Smelling Great. I'm back with another video for you today, and today we're going to go ahead and review CK2 by Calvin Klein. Please stay tuned. So CK2 is launching in a few weeks. It's slated to launch February 2016 worldwide, and I have to pick this one up at a duty-free shop. And I was blown away by the beautiful bottle, as you can see right here. And the bottle itself reminds me of Apple's products. It actually had some speakers released at one point, and just kind of reminds me of it. But it's a very hip, nice looking, bottle. I love the bottle, so I had to buy it. And myself, I had never purchased CK1. I knew it was a very, very popular fragrance which came out in 1994. I know my brother and sister both wore that fragrance, and as I said, I never wore it because at that time I was, wearing some stronger fragrances. But CK1 was definitely unisex, and then CK1 was followed by CKB in 1996, which was also unisex. And finally, 20 years later, in 2016, we have CK2, made for the millennials. It's a gender-free fragrance, unisex fragrance, or gender-neutral, and it's targeted to the millennials. But I smelled this fragrance in duty-free. I was like, I gotta get it. It smells great. It's slightly aquatic, which, as you know, I'm not a big fan of. Like the Imaginary Authors fragrance recently, which was also aquatic. But the thing was, it's not one of those really loud, really fishy aquatics with a heavy dose of cologne. And this again is somewhat aquatic, but it's not the main player here. That's why I wanted to get this one. Again, this is launching in a few weeks. It is unisex fragrance. The nose behind it is basically IFF. It's considered a woody aromatic. And at the top you've got wasabi, mandarin orange, and violet. And the mids you've got pebbles, orris root, and rose. And then in the base, you've got vetiver, sandalwood, and incense. I purchased it for about 70 euros, I think it was, maybe a slight bit less than that. It's 100 ml, and it does come in a 50 ml, and I received a little gift with it as well. Here's my first thoughts about this one. Immediately when I first smelled it, it smelled great. It's a very, very clean aquatic, ozonic, dries down woody, but then what I like about this is it's very green, and there's that rose in it. It's a very green young rose. So those of you that are turned off by rose, you're probably not gonna be turned off by this one because you can pick it up. It's definitely there. I know I can pick it up, but as I said, the rose in here is very young green and not a mature, big, bold, bright, jammy rose. So I like that part about this fragrance and the fact that it's very, very clean. I would actually think this is perfect for an everyday fragrance. It's made for the folks that want to smell good but not overwhelm people. It's made for the folks that are like not heavily into heavy fragrances or just heavily into fragrance hobby. I think for those of us that want to smell good wearing a great fragrance, this is the one I think most millennials or whoever wants to wear it is going to wear and smell great but not overwhelm people. This is perfect for the type of settings that are close to people, where some might be very, very sensitive to fragrances. These are the places that I would actually wear. So CK2 is perfect for work, I think. There you'll smell great but not overwhelm your colleague or something. I mean, it does have this bigness to it, but it's very sheer, it's very clean. So people around you are not going to be turned off, as I said. What do I think about the performance? The performance is actually lacking in this one. I get a good 5.5 hours max with CK2. The reason I think is because of that aquatic touch. So those of you that want beast mode or really loud or big and bold fragrances probably will not really be into CK2. CK2, as I said, is a fragrance that is very laid back. It's very calm. It's a scent to put on when you're not trying to make a statement. You're just wanting to wear a fragrance and you just want to smell great. CK2 has garnered a few compliments for me. The people that are complimenting these from wearing fragrances like the CK2 or any other similar fragrance are the folks that like a pleasant smell on someone, but not a heavy smell on someone. So those are the people that are complimenting me with a fragrance like this. It's usually when I've had the fragrance on for at least a good hour, perhaps two, and that's when my body is actually sweating a bit, and that fragrance on me is kind of projecting a little bit. Those are the times when I got the few compliments that I got with this. But usually my friends that I'm, around that are into the heavier fragrances will probably, compliment this one, but they're not gonna be like, wow, I'm blown away. CK2 is definitely a great fragrance, but it's nothing groundbreaking. I think this is sort of kind of like the recent big designer releases like Sauvage from Dior and other things similar to that. But I could say this, I much prefer CK2 over Sauvage. Sauvage just didn't wow me at all, but CK2 is actually a pleasant fragrance enough to own. It's a very, very clean, watery, aquatic type fragrance with that rose in it. I like it a lot. And every once in a while, I do get a little heavier dose of the cologne on me is when I start getting turned off, but luckily, it's not all the time. Sprayer is also excellent. It sprays really nice in a big cloud, and wow, when you smell it, just really, really excellent, pleasant scent. Really loving this one. So guys, what are your thoughts? Are you interested in picking up CK2? Do you like the way this packaging is? As I said, I absolutely love it. The bottle itself does not sit anyway unless you have it on this thing. So you absolutely have to have that, and it'll stay. I really do love the bottle, so I wanted to own it. And then I got a pretty decent scent. I know it's very light, but there are those days that I want to not overwhelm myself or my nose and everybody around me with heavy scents, and those are the days that I will pull for this. And especially if I'm going to a meeting type of a situation or going to the gym, I'll definitely pull for this scent. The other problem is, as you can see, I've been using quite a bit of it, and I overspray this stuff, and again, it's not overwhelming my nose or the people around me. Also, I wanted to do a draw. One lucky winner will win a 10 ml decant of CK2. So please list below why you want to win this decant, and also please make sure that you're a subscriber and you like this video, otherwise you won't qualify. And in 3 days with random.org, I'll select the lucky winner. Must be a USA resident, please. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this quick video review for CK2. Please like this video, share it, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.